Ever wonder how a relatively unknown hero launched a cinematic universe worth billions? It all started with a gamble in 2008. Marvel Studios took a chance on a B-list character and an untested shared universe concept and a surprising lead actor. It paid off massively, Manu Victory, and nearly 2 decades later, we approach a new era with looking back at that initial risk, feels almost mythical problems. Let's revisit 2008's and explore why it was and remains the perfect foundation for the MCU. Works because it's grounded and intimate, and generally the perception of the public work is before cosmic threats and multiversal chaos. The MCU began with one man confronting the consequences of his own creation. Robert Downey Jr.'s Tony Stark is captivating because his transformation into a hero begins with the most unexpected of origins, an egotistical billionaire forced to reevaluate his life. RDJ's performance is the secret weapon. His charisma is undeniable, yet he also reveals moments of vulnerability and decency beneath the privilege and ego stripped away in the Afghanistan cave. Inspired by Ho Yinsen's sacrifice, Tony Stark emerges from that cave a changed man. And he's no longer solely focused on self-interest, but driven by a newfound purpose, right? Jon Favreau's direction deserves immense credit. He's essentially the godfather of the MCU, delivering not only a fantastic hero, but a compelling story that could stand alone and boasts one of the best MCU endings ever and defines S.H.I.E.L.D.'s guidance. Tony Stark boldly declares, "I am Iron Man," as Black Sabbath's theme song erupt. Even after countless viewings, that ending still sends chills down my spine. It's a perfect moment of heroic self-revelation and a bold statement of intent. Rewatching now feels like watching the first domino fall in a massive chain reaction. Nick Fury's debut hints at the Avengers initiative, but the connections run deeper, and the film is filled with subtle foreshadowing. And it was basically Awakening in Jarvis matching it, Old Lee and Clater. It was basically even before Samuel L. Jackson's Nick Fury appears, Shield of Essis of HIEL is woven throughout the film, with Agent Coulson and his lengthy department name. Clark Greggs Coulson becomes a emotional anchor for the Avengers and leads his own television series. Few could have predicted his lasting impact at the time. Rhodey eyeing Tony's silver prototype foreshadows his debut as War Machine, while the Ten Rings gain greater importance in future MCU installments. Like, remarkably functions as a standalone masterpiece while subtly laying the groundwork for the MCU's future. It's a rare achievement, and with On the Horizon and Robert Downey Jr.'s return, Iron Man's legacy feels more relevant than ever. The Russo brothers hinted at RDJ's casting as Doctor Doom to showcase the multiverse possibilities, and Tony Stark's journey culminated beautifully in the symmetry of I am Iron Man, from ego-driven reveal to selfless sacrifice, remains incredibly satisfying. Without Iron Man's full arc, the Infinity Saga might not have resonated as powerful. Audiences connected with Tony Stark because he felt human before becoming a hero. It's an incredible cinematic legacy. The you know you know the 18 years later, 2008 remains the foundation of everything people love about the MCU and the start of one hero's peak journey. Here's hoping honors that legacy. Um, Iron Man's suit was so advanced, it practically had its own dating profile. And talk about a charming piece of tech. And with that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.